Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Thea the Awakening. We are down here heading over to the Giant's Return by way of a bear lair. So let's go ahead and get going. Have we been in this area? We have not really been in this area too much. So let's go see what we got down here. There is some enchanted bone down there for some reason. Okay. That's about as far as we can go. You are doing perfectly fine on weight. Alright, got more of that stuff. Got some string. Okay. Alright, let's just go hunting. Auto-resolve. Got a not very good shield, so let's go ahead and dismantle that. Got some meat, some monster bone, some fur leather, 4 XP, and 3 research. Well, let's see what else we got. Goblin warriors and a goblin boar rider. Let's go see if anyone wants to attack us. Ah, you decided to move away. It's just rude.
Your scouts report something of interest nearby and mark it on your maps.
Alright, let's go ahead and investigate.
Your scouts spot a very unusual landmark in the distance. A statue made entirely out of silver. It is likely that some danger may lurk there, as no one has looted it yet. But it is a lot of silver up for the taking.
Silver, yeah, it's really good against monsters. Worth checking it out. 1 XP. Literally right next door. How did we never notice this? Got some more wood. I may shift what we're gathering when I get up to, like, 1,000.
You stumble across some ruins. You search the ruins.
An Utopiek and 3 warped snakes. We haven't actually, I'm not sure that we fought one of those. Oh, hey, Kijikun. Go ahead and get in there. And Kilkakan, you can come out too. Now that is just rude, sir. Ma'am. Thing. Let's see, you got 10. Do I have... Oh yeah, I've got another bludgeoning person. That would not be 10. There we go. Oh, it's still alive. Dang it. Didn't quite kill it. Alright, good enough. And Kijikun smashes the 2 of them.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
Let's get rid of that. We got some seaweed cookies that are apparently have lasted. Some quartz, some wood, and some steel. Take the stuff and leave this place. 2 XP at 1 point of research. Let's go ahead and get rid of you guys. Let's perform a banishment ritual. Let's auto-resolve. Got a citrine axe. Get rid of that. 1 and 1. Some mushrooms up that way. Are you... No, you're not attacking me. Okay. Got some gold out of the well. Management ritual. Why not? 16 armor, 2 shielding, and some enchanted bone. +1/+1. Suppose I should have looked to see what they were. Oh!
You see the skies darken
Hi,
and
guys.
the air getting heavy. The wind. You realize very quickly you know the ritual
Alright,
word,
we've done this before.
and the Vili shriek in pain and run away from you. One of them
Very
is
nice.
struck by the magic so badly that she turns into a pile of precious stones that fall beneath your feet.
Wonder if you can ever actually recruit Villies. So we got 7 Moonstone, which is very good. Ace got +2 magic to 9. He does have a blessing of magic, though. And +1 intelligence to 12. And G-Man got a +1 to intelligence to 5. And a +2 to magic to 9. Very nice. Grave Splendor and G-Man both get blessing of magic for 10 turns, 3 magic. Gather up the loot and leave. 8 XP, 2 research points. Alright, we got some, already looked at that. Nope, can't move. Any, interesting stuff around here? No? Okay, 4 unliving spiders. Let's go ahead and begin combat. These could be nasty. Yeah, they're, they got a lot of hit points. So I can put down 3. Go ahead and get closer. Almost kill it. Orin, you come on in. And Ritterin, you come in. One of you. I can put down 2 people, so go ahead and get closer. And Elevie. Okay, well, Cressons, Francisco, Kyokakan, Lau, and Ace. Everyone else, just go ahead and get closer. Oh, right, I need to rename our new person, and I thought of a name. We have 1. I got a gold thread, 9 damage, 3 will, piercing damage. It's okay. We'll keep it for now. +1/+1.
You are ambushed. A group of thugs stands in your way, bearing weapons and vile grins on their unshaven faces. They look determined and unafraid. From their confident stance and sideways glances, you suspect they may have friends hiding nearby. One of them steps forwards and speaks. Your goods or your lives. We need some metals and a weapon or 2. We're not too greedy. We can do this the easy way, or, well, you know the rest. We're just fine with either.
Oh, what mighty swords you have there. Try to flirt with the bandits.
You've got a pretty face and sweet talking tongue on you, so why not try and use it? Laughs one of the men. The other bandits look a bit confused, but you seem to have captured the attention of their leader. You feel the captain is interested, but you do realize at this point that you'd better put your mouth where the money is, so to say.
Well, hello there, Captain. Your sword is certainly the biggest. Continue flirting to try to avoid giving in.
You flex your muscles and show off your best features. You smile, wink, and laugh at all the jokes, even when they're not funny. The captain seems to be more and more interested.
Flirt on.
Well, you tried to sweet-talk it with the bandit boss, but he wasn't buying it.
Dang
His way
it.
of things is simple. You either give him the goods, or give him your special goods. No middle ground.
Alright, we'll fight. You've had enough of the pervs. Attack the bandits, says the side that decided to flirt. Bandit captain, 3 bandit fighters, 2 bandit shooters. Oh, finally Ashley is in the hand. Jeez. Oh, well, my turn. Hey, Ashley, come on out. And then, new guy, come on out. Please, no piercing. Okay, no piercing so far. There is the bandit captain. Say hi to X-Gemini. And a Grave Splendor can come in afterwards. Well, now that is just rude. Come on in, Lau. Alright, bandit shooter's out. Let's almost murder the bandit shooter. And a bandit fighter. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and confuse you. Let's go ahead and confuse you. It's fine. Oh, look. You're all dead. We've won!
You beat the bandits. They scamper away with broken noses and bruised egos. Some will never leave this place. You search their equipment and gather up what remains useful.
We've got 2 crappy hatchets. We've got heavy armor, which is okay. Bad quality bone spike armor, get rid of that. Shadow armor, it's okay. Battle slingshot, that's okay. Big hammer, let's get rid of it. Sharp stone leg, get rid of it. Crappy round shield, get rid of it. And a dragon shell made of dragon leather and enchanted bone. 26 armor, good quality, 2 leech, 2 magic. Yes! I will keep that. Leave the place, proud to have protected your own. 5 XP, 1 research point. Also 14 vine, 12 darkwood, 1 bird meat, and 8 grain. Alright, got some dryad wood, got some more wood, stuff like that. Getting that stuff. Alright, let's go eliminate you, sneak. Auto-resolve. I don't really need that. Don't really need that. And we got some monster bone. +1/+1. There's a graveyard down there. Also, new guy. Guess what? You shall be me. That is a lot lighter. So we'll take that. And you can wear this armor. So that's good. And you can take that. So let's see. 2 unliving corpses, 3 skeletons. We've got some hulking rats and deformed bat, ravenous crows, and 2 others. Let's go ahead and sneak, auto-resolve. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. +1/+1. Nope. Alright, can't do anything else.
You go down to the fields to check if any crops survived this night, and you discover a large molehill on your way. A peculiar-looking mole carrying a small shovel pops up from the hill and exclaims, "Ahoy!" It seems really happy about something.
Just kill the rodent. Hi there?
The mole does not respond. It just stares at you, especially at your clothes for some reason.
Well, just wave at it.
The mole waves back, exclaims, "Ahoy!" once more, and then disappears into the molehill. But it leaves behind a small bundle for you.
3 faint, 1 folklore, 1 gathering. Oh, nice. Take the presents. +2 XP, +1 research point. Okay, well, let's see. Who do we have who might benefit from some of these things? Oh, actually, you... Oh, I don't think I have any shields quite that light. Oh, actually, I do. Yeah, there we go. Let's give you that shield. Let's see. You can take something that's, what, 92. I don't know that I want to give that one. This one is light enough. There we go. We have anything that we can give to you? Yes, we do. Well, do you want will or do you want armor? 29 armor, 20 will. We'll go with the will. Yeah, that would be too heavy. That would probably be... Oh, actually, you can wear that. I'll go with that. Do we have any better spears for you? Yes. Yes, that's way, way, way better. And that actually means that we could give you some different armor as well. Probably not that. Might be a little too heavy. You could wear this. How does this stack up? That is just better in all respects. And you can take that. You can take that. Gather a little bit more. You can take that and that. That's good. Any other... we'll take a look at some of these other things later. You guys are good, okay. Good enough for now. Let's see, we got some fur leather there. Nothing else. What do we got down here? Anything interesting? Not really. Go ahead and take care of these enemies. Go ahead and hunt them to death. A decent metal ring. +1/+1. Let's go down to the graveyard. And we will go ahead and sneak. Auto-resolve. Not very good. Bad quality. Let's get rid of that. And gathering. We'll take this stuff and continue. 4 XP, 3 research. Okay, now we'll start making our way up to the Giant's Return.
As you delve deeper and deeper into the forest, the trees become taller and stronger with every step. Many are darkened, withered, or twisted by the darkness, but still, they are more glorious than anything you've seen so far. There is an air of mystery and magic around you. When you look up, you begin to see the trees are more than they seem. Slowly, as if some mist is lifted from your eyes, you see hanging bridges, then the frames of houses built into the trees themselves, stairwells winding up from the roots to the very top, even sculptures and long-forgotten lantern holders. This must have been an elven city.
Nice. Also, space, then comma, no space. Just want to go in and fix that. Let's take a closer look at this elven city.
The city has seen better days for sure. Now that you see it, you have no idea how you missed it before. Every tree, bridge, and house is grand and beautiful, but they look empty. Not only because there seems to be no life here, but there is a much deeper sense of solitude and sadness. When you touch one of the trees, you feel a soft powder on your hands, and you realize that all of them are covered in a thin layer of grey ash.
Well, we can try to climb up one of the trees. Also, yeah, now that you see it, you have no idea how you missed it before, especially considering that we've been sitting here for a long time and haven't moved. Let's try to climb up one of the trees.
You try to climb up using one of the wonderfully carved winding staircases that should lead you right to the top of this wondrous city. You soon realize the grey ash is also very slippery, so it will be a real challenge to go up.
Let's try it anyway. It's a 3-skull physical. We'll go ahead and begin this combat. Like, all of my damage, like, 12 is the highest damage over here. There is only one card that deals less than 12 damage over here. No, reshuffle, please. Thank you. That's a little bit better. It's weird that it decides to put out the piercing card first. Alright, well, let's get Null out first, and then Borak. We do have some first action, so I can do that. Keep that in mind. You've got a good first action. You do not. You do have a lot of damage, but go ahead and counter-offensive. That's an okay first action. Go ahead and counter-offensive. Okay, you're going to do that. I want that first action. Do we have, nope. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting some first actions in. Alright, next up, Rose-chan come in because you got the best shielding. Peter does the most damage. Let's get Judd in, support ally, Jones, and then get closer, Dark Squall. Mainly to get rid of these cards up here. Excellent. Very nice. Fantastic. We have won.
You step very carefully, and after much effort, you finally reach the top. The view from up here is breathtaking. A whole city grows within these treetops as if it were a natural part of the forest, and yet the houses are refined with intricate wooden carvings. The passageways amongst the tree branches adorned with colorful crystal formations that must have been used for lighting in the past. And every building seems like it was made with passion and artistry. You doubt how practical this was, but it is extraordinary for sure. As you stand looking in awe at the city frozen in time, you feel like there is something watching you.
And Kettle gets +2 dexterity, which is the first dexterity that he has, but he does bump his stealth up to 3, which is very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and continue the exploration, see if we can find what is watching us.
You search through many houses, still slowly and carefully so not to fall to your deaths. You find dining rooms set up for a feast, sleeping chambers with beds made up, playrooms with toys lying ready for use, and even an armory. Alas, when you try to touch anything, it turns into ash before your eyes. As you stand baffled in one such room, a soft, sad voice speaks to you. And thus you have followed my path and stand before me as I hoped. Welcome, young ones. I am Alice, once of the Silver Oak people. Now, well, a memory of the past, I suppose. When you turn, a slender, tall elf, garbed in green armor and long ashen hair stands before you. Were it not for the ever-empty black eyes and the grey ash covering the soft skin, you would likely think this to be an avatar of the gods themselves.
Well, you know, and the fact that she's kind of transparent. We could see right through you, lady. Hello, so you say that you were the one that brought us here? You shouldn't sneak up on people, elf. We could have hurt you. Oh there, elf lady. That's far enough. Keep your weapons out. No, we'll be polite. Hello, so you say that you were the one that brought us here?
I am sorry if I have startled you, young ones. This was not my intent. I am the last of the old Silver Oak clan, and I was cursed to remain here for eternity, lest my people become ash, the same way you saw happen with any object here. As long as I remain, they are safe, but alas, never allowed to return home, nor speak to me.
Whatever, so why am I here? No, that sounds terrible. Who did this to you?
To answer all your queries, let me tell you my story.
Just the highlights, please. No. Okay, go on.
Just as I told you, I am here alone, unable to ever see my kin. It has been 1,000 suns, and I fear I am feeble in my resolve. Even with the darkness killing most of my kind, I do feel that some are still out there, living under this wretched sickness that devours Thea, and yet I cannot endure my solitude no more. And yes, elves are akin to magic, but alas, this curse, much like the wretched darkness itself, cannot be lifted by ones inflicted with it. Only the one who cursed me can break it.
1,000 suns? You don't mean years, do you? Also, we got lots of magic. Can we try?
Oh, I apologize. I forget myself. But I suppose in your measurements it has been 500 years. But we digress. My curse was cast by my lover, scorned and wounded. His hatred grew as strong as our love once was.
Can I go murder him?
I chose to stay with my people, rather than leave in banishment with him, and for this he confined me to this wretched fate. And now for my plea. I have sensed his presence nearby, and while in the past I had no recourse to reach out to him, I was able to find you this time. Please, I implore you, go to him and beg for my release. I will give you this red ribbon. It has our initials sewn into it, and he will know it is from me. Speak to him and set me free. In return, once the curse is lifted, I will reward you with a blessing of elven magic.
I'm not making any promises. Point me to the guy and we'll see. Nah, sounds like way too much effort for an unclear reward. Right, find some scorned lover, ask him to lift a curse. Got it. Can we murder him along the way?
Wonderful. I only ask that you try, nothing more. I thank you for your time and effort. Even if you were to fail, you have shown kindness. His name is Zadra, and beware, he is of course a mage of some great esteem. Here, have a small token of my gratitude, and a map of where I felt the tower of Zadra surface.
Okay, so we get 9 ruby and 1 red ribbon. Okay, off we go. 4 XP, 1 research point. Elven City. That is pretty close. But we're going to have to take the giant killers back to the wool gatherers to get that. Alright, so Rose-chan, +1 health to 12. Zlato, +1 tactics to 16. Jasmine, +1 will to 20. Tribane, +1 will to 18. Farron, +1 strength to 28. So good. Jeremy, +1 stealth to 12. Very nice. Judd, +1 intelligence to 11. Borak, +1 dexterity to 18, which also means that you have 18 stealth. +2 strength for Adrian to 14. +1 health for Super Wattman to 14. +2 perception to Peter for 5. +1 stealth for Null to 19. +1 will for Dark Squall to 16. +1 craft for Namander to 2. +1 strength for Kettle to 32. And +1 health for Jones to 13. That's good stuff. Alright, Giant Slayers. Kijikun, +1 will to 32. Ex-Gemini, +1 animal kinship to 9. Orin, +1 will to 28. Eagle Claw, +1 speech to 10. Ardenkel, +2 health to 37. Kilkakan, +2 gathering to 11. Lysane, +1 strength to 13. +1 attractiveness for Ashley to 10. Although there is a blessing of attractiveness there. +1 medic for Ridderin to 4. +2 intelligence for Lau to 19. +1 health for Cast Iron Dude to 46. +2 herbalism for Cressons to 11. +1 animal kinship for Francisco to 2. +1 will for AuldDragon to 18. +1 health for Ace, G-Man, and Grave Splendor to 23, 18, and 25, respectively. +2 herbalism for Elevie to 9. Alright, back in Hamtopia, +1 health for Jakrika and Zappa to 15 and 32, respectively. +1 speech to Gold for 14. +1 will for Sanjeev to 17. Looked at the wrong number there. +2 health for Phoenix to 18. +2 gathering for Chris and Super Alu to 10 and 19, respectively. +1 gathering for Calarohe to 8. Very nice. +1 health for Sidet to 19. And +2 will for Krissa to 23. Excellent. Okay, collecting a lot of stuff there. And got some string. Still those things over there. Looks like there's a house here. Okay, got more of that. We got some vegetables out of our well. There's a spider's nest down there that I think I'll go take care of. Let's go ahead and search this location.
You find a stone house standing alone in the middle of nowhere. As you enter and search it, you soon realize there is an entrance into the basement. But the basement proves to be a long, dark corridor, leading you deep underground. At the end of the corridor, you are faced with what looks like some kind of obstacle course, leading deeper into the complex.
You feel magic is guarding this place. Your elven companion frowns and whispers. Well, let's go with that.
Oh, this smells of dwarven build. The tunnels may look primitive at first glance, but they always do it this way when they want to hide their treasures. I bet you there is a civilized way to enter this place, but only for those of dwarven descent. Alas, I do not know how to master this crude, oafish mechanism.
Alright, so if we had a dwarf with us, we might be able to do something. Well, perhaps there is another way. You feel magic is guarding this place.
Your mages sense strong spells, and using their own magic, they reveal a hidden wall. Before you, a wall suddenly turns from rough rock into a perfectly smooth surface, with an array of glowing runes carved into it.
Well, 5 skull hex challenge. Let's try to break the spell. Oh, nice. The only everything in here is 6 or higher, and only one card here is higher than 6, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's go. You were going to go in first. I can put down 3, so let's get Orin in, and then Arden Kell. And then for good measure, we'll get Elevie. Let's see. We have some not very good first actions. We do have a 6. So we could first action Ace. Or G-Man. But I think we'll go with Ace. There we go. Crap. Should have waited. Alright, well that's okay. It won't do that much damage. Let's get Crescents in. I don't think our counter-offensive is going to do anything. So everyone can get closer, so there is that. You go ahead and get closer, Kijikun, and Eagle Claw. Do some damage to that thing. And Lau, you can get in closer and do a little bit of damage. Then Ashley, come on in. That's annoying. Although, did it on a confused card. Not the best choice. Actually, you know what? Ah, dang it. I should have done the counter-offensive. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. I think we got more than enough damage to take care of all of these cards. Yeah. Definitely clearing this out pretty easily. We have 1.
You break the spell, and a set of beautifully carved marble gates opens in front of you. You go in and see wonders that seem impossible. You find yourselves in an immense grand chamber that you would not think possible this deep underground. There are ornamental stone carvings, columns that seem to reach the surface, murals and art displays the likes of which you've never seen before. The walls are stacked with bookshelves holding thousands of volumes. In the center, atop a great pedestal, sits an old dwarf dressed in long robes over plate armor, holding a staff in his hand.
And Lysane gets +3 magic to 7, although you do still have a Blessing of Magic for one more turn. And +2 will to 28. Very nice. Keep your weapons ready and approach cautiously.
Come in and feel free to point your weapons at me as you enter my household uninvited. Still, these are not the times for pleasantries, I suppose. You have passed the tests and proven yourselves somewhat worthy of my attention. You have come to learn of the rise of the giants, yes?
Yes, we want to know what is happening. We need to know why the giants came and how to stop them. Yes, we need to know how to stop the giants, but please tell us this quickly. Skip story. Just one question before we get to the giant problem. Why do you have a beard when we've seen many of your kin without one? Let's ask that.
This is dwarf business, but I can tell you a wee bit of it. You see, my chamber here, well, I won't tell you what it is exactly. Suffice to say that it is part of our greater kingdom. But as we did not wish to abandon you surface dwellers completely, these outposts serve as a waypoint. In short, I did not abandon my duties. I heard the call of our leaders, and I joined our kin in the depths of the earth, so the darkness cannot reach us. But those who failed to adhere to the order, those who are too weak to make it in time, or too distracted to even know when they are called, or worse yet, those who chose to stay with your kind, they shamed themselves. I will not go into more detail. I have explained this the best I can to an outsider.
Alright, thank you. So, what are the giants?
There is so much to learn, and I do not know it all. The giants were said to be builders of the world, and some even say that dwarves are actually their descendants. Ironic, I know. As a rune master, I am one of the very few dwarves who delve deep into the arcane and hold the old knowledge safe.
Alright, so they built the world, but why are they now so dangerous? What's a rune master?
It is an ancient order of the Elder Dwarves. We are not akin to magic as the elves or even humans, but we are master smiths. We discovered a way to craft magic, runes we call them. That is all I will say. The Elder Dwarves are gone now, and I am all that remains on the surface. So let us get back to giants roaming the Easterlands.
Right, so they built the world, but why are they now so dangerous?
The giants, as you call them, were master builders, crafting the very mountains, islands, and forests you now live in. They rose from the rock, and in the rock they were made to sleep. In the days when the younger peoples, like yourselves, began to populate Thea, the giants became a danger. The wild wives and the Vielkolud were gentle and calm, but not during their mating seasons. When giants mate, well, you can only imagine. And so, a council of elves, rune masters, and human gods created the Weatherer, the first Planetnik giant, who would become a shepherd for his kin. The Planetnik giants were able to put the others to sleep, and wake them only in small groups for short periods of time to ensure the crafting of the world continues, even as the builders slumber.
Well, how did they craft the world?
It is said that the giants hum a melody that is heard inside the earth itself, and as the earth dances, it changes and grows.
So how do the Planetnik giants help?
The Planetnik have two skills. One is to collect clouds into their enormous sacks so the giants have more sun. The second is to change those clouds into sleeping clouds that can put giants into their slumber. While the other giants sleep, the Planetnik sit high up in the clouds and become one with the skies until they are needed again.
Okay, but how did they craft the world?
It is said that the giants hum a melody that is heard inside the earth
so why are the giants awake now?
I do not know what happened for certain. I only know that the darkness corrupted the giants' sleep. It weaved its way into their dreams, and thus infected the hum of the builders itself. Now not only are all of the giants waking at once, but they do not remember why or what their purpose is. Worse yet, some have been twisted into corrupted fiends, the Mroki, or the unliving corpses. They seem to walk the darkness as if it was a part of them, and their leader, the Umbrage Lord, grows stronger with every passing night.
Okay, enough talk. How do we stop them?
Your main objective will be to face the Umbrage Lord before he devours enough souls and before he kills off all the Planetnik giants in order to ascend and thus release all of his darkness upon Thea. You see, it is not that he is evil. That would be too simple. It is just that during his sleep, the darkness weaved its way into his very heart, and now his power of the humming, instead of building the world, seeks to take it apart. You will only have one chance at facing him, so make it count.
Alright, so we need to defeat the Umbrage Lord. How do we do that?
There are two ways for you to follow. One, find the Great Weatherer, the first of the Planetnik giants. He has woken without his memories. Convince him to help you. Remind him of his duties, and you'll have a chance at stopping this. The second way is more straightforward. Try to kill as many giants as you can, and then face the Umbrage Lord yourself once you find him.
Okay, so both choices are final and exclude the other option. So we can kill lots of giants and then kill the Umbrage Lord, or we can find the Weatherer. I think we should probably try to find the Weatherer. I think basically this is like, do you want to do more of a social challenge type, or, non-combat challenge to finish this quest, or do you want to do the straight combat challenge? We are going to try and find the Weatherer.
I do not know where he is, but I have seen signs of his presence throughout the Easterlands. Go seek out signs of his Planetnik kin, or other giants who may know where he is.
Alright, so just go out there and search for a giant. Shouldn't be too hard. 12 XP, 1 research point. Getting pretty close to getting another research point. Not enough to go up another level, however. Let's go ahead and take care of the spider's nest. Get hunting. Auto-resolve. I'll hold on to the shield for now. That's just shielding, and that is just will. Alright. Take the loot and continue. 3 XP, 2 research points. Alright, so when we come back next time, we will circle up around here, visit some of these things, and visit the wool gatherers so that we can get the ribbon, and then go to the Elven City. Then we need to find a giant. Doesn't look like we got an alert as to where we could go to do that, so we'll just have to find one. Anyway, that will be next time. See you then, everyone.